does anybody have any questions on this particular feature?
Nope, no questions came
Nope.
in.
Okay, thanks, Darnell. So we'll move right along. So the next thing I wanted to go over is a new addition to Workflow Builder. And if you're not familiar with it, you can get there from the Utilities menu, Workflow Builder. And so I already built out the rule, but I'll just walk everyone through it. Right? So the new change that we have is it allows you to an option when assigning tasks for the same record. So previously you couldn't say for the patient contacts appointment tab on creation, I want the system to make me complete the same record that gets created, right? So what was added is, and if I come in here, I'll show you. We have this option now here. So the form action for locking of the same record of, right? So what that means is if I were to create, and we'll walk through this in just a second, but let's say an appointment record gets created today, what you can say is I want that specific record, that specific appointment to be locked within whatever. I mean, you can see I chose 2 days, but it could be obviously whatever you want. But it's the specific record that that gets created rather than any appointment. So it was something that again people had asked for, and our team worked hard to make sure that it was an option for everyone, right? And hopefully that makes sense. But we'll look at it in practice now, so you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so if I were to come to the patient contacts, we'll just have a similar. Oh, and if anybody didn't see that, there's this option here. You can always click to add similar full record. It'll just pull forward anything, whatever record you had here, and just change the date to the current date. Okay, so here's our record. I'm going to just click save. Right, so we have it down here now. So now if I look in my or refresh here my messages widget, you'll see I get my pop-up for my new compliance alert. Right. So here's my task for locking the same record of patient contacts and an appointment. Right. So let me close this. So if I were to open this, you'll see here's the workflow that we just set up. So for the same record of, that is telling us what we need to complete, locking of the same record of the patient contacts appointment tab, and all the information that was built into the workflow that we just did. Tells us when the due date is and everything, like 2 days from now. So clicking this will actually open patient contacts, take me to the specific patient's record. I can double click this here and just for our purposes, I'll just lock it quickly without completing too much information so you can see it. We'll just pull information forward so that I can save it. Right. And then so I can choose lock here, and then I'll just sign it. Okay, and then I'll save again. We're just going to get a record that says permanently locked or permanently locked. Okay, and then what we should see pop up is exactly this. Right, so here's the completed task. This is the task that got generated for that workflow we just built. Right, and it's the locking of the same record of the patient contacts appointment tab. Right, so if I had chosen a different appointment record and tried to do it, wouldn't necessarily have completed this one, but you can see that when it was assigned, when it was due, this is the one that we just created. So I can just mark it as completed and close this. And then when I refresh, you can see it's no longer here in my compliance alerts. Right, so that's the new option. It allows you to again just be a little bit more targeted with your tasks rather than saying complete any progress note or anything. You can tell the system now that we want to lock the specific record. Any questions on that?
Nope, I haven't seen anything come through yet.
Okay, great. Thanks.